4-point trip. Kyrie with the rock. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Here comes the screen. Hayward. To Horford. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nothing going here on that drive. That's no good. To Irving. To Hayward. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Shot by Hayward, no good. Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell Pope. Here's a chance from long range. Tatum grabs the board. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Marcus Smart. Driving right to the basket. Short jumper won't go down. To Caldwell Pope. Al Horford with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
JaVale McGee. Huge block. Ooh, 5 now. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
To Ball. Caldwell Pope. To James. Ball. Brown's got the rebound. Irving with the basketball. Down a bundle. And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James. To Kyle Kuzma. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Irving into the front court. His guys down big. Oh, whistle.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1. 2 minutes.
Kyrie Irving. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Caldwell Pope. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. New blood coming in for both sides. Kuzma. A pass taken away by the Celtics. To Rozier. Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Irving to Rozier. Irving to Horford. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Here's Rondo with it. His guys holding the big lead. James to Caldwell Pope. Deep left corner. Rondo buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Kyrie Irving now 4 for 9.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
The drive right to the...
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And the Lakers with the rebound. Caldwell Pope. Working the outside to Kyle Kuzma. Oh, he had him there for a second. Al Horford snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight. Rozier rocking the rim. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scores. Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
A drive-by ball, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
And Jay, they call the foul.
A simple touch foul.
Team foul number 1.
To Hayward. JaVale McGee sends it away. Make that 7.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. Screen coming. To Irving. Driving right to the basket. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
James. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Tatum. And he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LBJ.
Got him. You got him.
To Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. To James. Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3, off the mark. Hayward.
Screen's coming. Here it is.
To Horford. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Irving buries the wide-open three. That's too easy.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Ball. Has a look. Shot by Ball, no good. To Jaylen Brown. JaVale McGee rejects it. 8 now. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by JaVale McGee. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. James. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
And he connects on the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Into the front court, it's Irving. Looking to make something happen. Horford. To Irving. Short jumper stays out. To Ball. Kuzma. Deep 2 there, won't go.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Los Angeles, they have it. Caldwell Pope. Hayward, great pass to set it up. And stuffs it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Al Horford pins it. They've got it now. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want.
Time to shuffle things up. James. To Caldwell Pope from long range. It's Boston with the rebound. To Jaylen Brown. Going to launch beyond the arc. They need something to go down. It's no good. Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Missed it at the line. Short jumper won't fall. Oh, what a finish. No whistle. That was old school.
And I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up which opened up the lane and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Jaylen Brown. Irving gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Rondo. Rebound pulled in by Hayward. To Horford. Wide open look, won't go. To James. To the rim, lays it up and in.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Irving had made his first three, but that shot off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. To Rozier. Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Come get it. Come get it. Double, double, double.
James. Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. After the tie-up, they'll throw it up and see who gets the possession. JaVale McGee.
There you go. Watch him. I got you here. Right here. Right here.
Gets it in the left corner. Kyle Kuzma. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. Lonzo Ball, 4 out of 10.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Tatum. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. Has a chance. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. On the follow, way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Ball to James.
I got you. I got you. What's going on?
Tatum grabs the rebound. Rozier with it. Down a bundle. Got it.
When Kyrie Irving went out, we saw Terry Rozier become that guy for the Celtics, hence even getting the name Scary Terry. No doubt about it, he may be a starter eventually, and that may be a conundrum for the Celtics.
Irving, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
I got ball. I got ball.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you.
Slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Boston with the basketball.
Hold on. Watch that cutter.
Kyrie gets a shot up off the mark. Ball with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Irving to Rozier. Irving and it's good.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Lonzo with it. His guys holding the big lead. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
He cruises in for two. Too easy.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
I got ball. It's all me.
Deep three at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Here we go. We got him.
Layup goes down. Well done.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat five. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
To Marcus Morris. The pass set it all up.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Cashes in for two.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LBJ with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Off the mark at the line. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys down big. Lets it fly from long range, and the Lakers clear. And he finishes at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Defense, let's go.
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Got some for him.
To James.
I got double. They can pick it up.
He gets it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one, count it. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Ball.
Los Angeles Lakers. Number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Irving. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
That one off the mark. It's no good. To James. 4-3. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Caldwell-Pope. Ball. Deep left corner. Through 3. It's Hayward who grabs the rebound.
I got yours. Go take mine. Go take mine. I got yours. I got yours.
Won't go. To Caldwell Pope. Beasley.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
To Caldwell Pope. Fires the three. Good offense beating good defense. Kentavious Caldwell Pope with the basket.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Tatum knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
The assist from number 14.
Irving to Hayward. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That won't go. James. To Caldwell Pope. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's a chance from long range. Knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Three-pointer and now a free throw on the trip. To Hayward. Irving. Not going down here to James. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Substitution being made in this one. LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Irving to Hayward. Irving. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
It's James controlling the offense. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Irving from long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Irving into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tatum doesn't have the touch. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Lonzo Ball.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Lonzo Ball at the line. First one goes down. It's a second. One more coming. Knocks down all three at the line. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Off the mark on his free throw.
My ball. Pick up. Watch the pick.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Celtics have it. Hayward to Horford.
You gotta shoot the ball.
Trying to cash in. Hayward unable to connect. James to Caldwell Pope. Count it.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here we go. I got him.
Come on.
James
Jump.
to Ball. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc. James with the board.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Off the assist.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Has a chance. Hayward with a shot, no good. To Caldwell Pope. James. Cruises inside for two.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Throws it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Irving. Fires the three. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Oh, I got me one.
James to Ball. Goes reverse to lay it in.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
It was right there. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effective.
Player of the game.
LeBron James seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again. He kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.